Today's video is going to go over dimensional changes in perimeter and area. Here you see similar figures. The smaller image, which is the original image, you're given the dimensions. We're going to use the scale factor of 2 to determine the perimeter of the larger figure. We don't necessarily need to know the dimensions, but I'm going to share that with you so that you can relate it to the rule that you're going to learn. So given the original image, I see the base is 3 units. If I multiply that by my scale factor of 2, I will get 6 units for the new base of my larger figure. The height of the original rectangle is 5 units times the scale factor of 2 will give me my new height of 10 units. Now, to calculate perimeter, I can use the formula given, or I can add 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5, and that will give me 16 units. I can use that same method to calculate the perimeter of my larger figure. Since I now know the dimensions, I can calculate the perimeter by adding 10 plus 6 plus 10 plus 6, which will give me 32 units. But I want you to focus on the rule. Since I know the perimeter of my original figure is 16 units, I can take that and multiply it by my scale factor, and it will also give me the perimeter of my larger rectangle, which is the same 32 units that we calculated using the original formula. So the rule for perimeter, calculating the dimensional changes using perimeter, would be the original perimeter times the scale factor. We see that the new dimensions are 2 times the original, so we can say that the larger rectangle is 2 times bigger than the original figure. With area, we're going to use the same similar figures with the same dimensions. The scale factor is also going to be 2. So here, we know that to calculate area, we're actually going to multiply. I'm going to go ahead and fill in for the measurements of the larger rectangle so that we can relate to the formula or the rule that I'm going to share with you. So the base of the original rectangle is 3 units times the scale factor of 2 gives us 6 units. The height is 5 units times the scale factor of 2 gives us 10 units. And once again, we can calculate the area by multiplying 3 units times 5 units, and that gives us 15 units squared. We have to be careful because area is calculated with multiplication. I can use that same formula and calculate the area of my larger rectangle by multiplying 10 times 6, gives me 60 units squared. But remember, I want you to focus on the rule for dimensional change. So I can take the area of the original figure, which is 15 units squared, times my scale factor squared, and that will also give me 60 units squared. And the reason we have to square the scale factor is because, as I stated, to calculate area, we're multiplying. So here you see that the original side is 5 units and my new side is 10, which is twice the size. And I'm going to do the same thing with the base, which is 3 units. The new base is twice the size. So the actual figure of the bigger rectangle is 4 times bigger than the original. So the big idea I want you to walk away with is knowing the rule for dimensional changes is very helpful.